Hello, welcome to the Practical Physics. Well, it's not a walkthrough actually, it's a full remote experiment. You are going to be doing this experiment, the resistivity of a wire. Hopefully you've already watched the walkthrough so you know how the experiment is set up, but rather than you actually doing the experiment, you will be watching me do it and taking the data and analysing it. Well, with no further ado, let's get on with it. Okay everyone, we are going to do a quick experiment. I'm going to collect the data for you and you're going to analyse it. The experiment we're going to do is this one. Sorry for the high tech. You've got this sheet which I will put on a link, and effectively we're going to find out the resistivity of a piece of wire. And this piece of wire is set across a meter ruler. So you might have done the resistance of a wire in the past. We're going to take it up a notch and we're going to do resistivity. We've got a voltmeter, an ammeter, so the voltmeter there, ammeter there, it's not connected at the moment. We've got this meter ruler with this little wire, and I want to put you into a little zoomed state in a second. That resistor there is just there to reduce the current in the circuit. Little 1.5 volt cell. So I'm going to pause this and just get us into a zoomed position. Okay, we can see this quite nicely now. So we're going to be taking our voltages from this position, and we're also going to be taking our distances from this position. So this is set at 4.5 centimeters or 45 mils along from the end of the ruler. So we need to be a little bit careful about that. I'm going to pick some relatively nice distances for you to pick from, but you are going to have to record those values. Okay, we're all connected up. I said 4.5 a minute ago. I reckon that's 5 actually, looking at it more carefully. So this is set on the 2 amp scale. So in other words, this is just 0.117 amps. This voltmeter's floating around a bit, so if it's causing us any problems. So this is 5. So I'm now going to place this on. I'm trying to get my hand out of the way. Let's see what we get. So I'm setting this at the 10 centimeter mark, and that's a voltage of 0.034 volts. So that is at the 10 centimeter mark. So that's 5 centimeters along the wire. Let's do 15 centimeters, make sure we get no parallax. So that's 10 centimeters along the wire, and you can read the voltage off for yourselves. 15 centimeters along the wire. I'm expecting you to be able to take the readings now. Okay, stable reading. I'll just do 50, didn't I? There's 50. There's 55 on the ruler, so you've got to remember to take off 5 from each of these. Make sure you get the parallax. Oops, that wasn't quite right. Right, that's bang on 70 there on the ruler. Bang on 75 on the ruler. 180 on the ruler. Move it along a little bit. There's, oops, 85 on the ruler. We might as well do 90 for completeness. There's 90 on the ruler. And I'm actually going to plug it across the whole thing just for sake of a little bit of completeness there. Right, that's all the way across. So, ladies and gentlemen, you've now got a set of readings. I expect you now to be able to create a table of distance, and then you've got the voltage and current, so you'll be able to work out what the resistance is for each distance. You need one more value. Okay, I'm going to use the micrometer just to measure the diameter of the wire. I'm just going to lock it. Hopefully I can wiggle the wire out. Ah, there we go. Hopefully I haven't lacquered that. So I locked this in place. I'll have to cut this. Okay, I'm going to tell you that we've not gone round there, so hopefully you can see that's 35, 36, 30. So on this, so we've got 37 hundredths of a millimeter. Okay, so we haven't gone to half yet. So I was going to get you to do this, but I don't think it's going to be clear enough. That's 0.37. Let's just do it at another point of the wire. Make sure we get a similar value. Stop time. 0.4 that time. So the first one was 0.37. That one was 0.4. And now into a different orientation, just pick a different point of the wire and lock it into place. And then that's 0.37. So I'm actually going to check a fourth one because it's a bit suspicious, that 0.4. I might have just been on a kink. So that's 0.35. So I had two 0.37s and a 0.35. So you now have all of your values that you need for to complete this experiment.